I know the art of fight. I know the art of war. That's all I ever studied. That's why I'm so feared. That's why they feared me when I was in the ring. Because that's all I was annihilated. That's all I was born for. And now those days are gone. It's empty. I'm nothing. I'm working on being the art of humbleness. Can you be with me? That's the reason why I'm crying. Because I'm not that person no more. And I miss them.
Yo, welcome back to the House of Keys. I am your host for this particular series. You see the name, you see the title. Shout outs to my writers, poets, content creators. Salutes to all of you, blessings to all of you. I got a special guest in the building. I want to bring them up, have a nice little conversation about future plans, about goals, about ambitions, about the origins. Do me a solid, make sure y'all go follow, show love and support to this young brother here, man. Let's get it. What's up?
I need to, is it even possible? Okay, let me edit my name because I saw my name up there and I was like, dang it, that's not the name that I need to have displayed. Let me go ahead and switch it out to the human being.
There you go. I ain't mad at that. At all. Hey, yeah. Real quick, introduce yourself to the people, man, before we get into this, man. Who are you? Where you from?
My name is Human Being. I've been rapping for 15 years. Got a few projects out, couple mixtapes, couple albums. Some actually are on Spotify and Google Play and all that good stuff. Not enough to sit here and be like, I got thousands of plays a month or anything, but that's pretty much the start of Human Being, to where now I actually am trying to have a multi-level music marketing agency, which the title of it is HI Administration. So that's what we are today. Just a short little intro for me.
That's fire. The name is, it sounds basic. It sounds like, oh, human being, but nobody just picks a random name. I know mine is not random. There's a story behind it. What's the story behind yours?
So I started off by calling myself Lost One, and I had a little symbol for it, like Lost One. Like I thought it was dope, like because it didn't touch. It was like, oh, I'm in the box, but the box ain't fully closed, type. So I thought that was dope. But that rapper would curse. And at some point I felt like it was because I was rapping at my grandmama's house. I felt like me cursing in her house at that young of an age was, that was a no-go. Now I'm older, at this point it's like, look, y'all know I curse, my family curse, we curse fluently, that's just my fam. But back then I was a little too new into being 18 to be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna curse all of my grandmama. Nah. So I felt like a change needed to happen in me, and the change was to Human Being, which is something that she's called me. She's called me human my whole life. Like, because I got sisters and brothers, she'll be like, hey yo, human, go get me this. So I guess subconsciously it kind of just, you know what, I'm gonna call myself human. And then my mother was like, you should call yourself Human Being, so that way it has an ending on it. And I was like, you know what? That's a bet. Human Being. And anybody who I tell that name to, they be like, that name fits you. So ever since 18, 19, I've had that name and it's just stuck. So Human Being is who I am.
Isn't it interesting how something so novel to somebody else might mean way much more to another person?
Yeah. Cause I swear, like, just hearing human as a kid is just like, you don't know my name. like you don't even care about me. But now to be grown, it's like I put so much value in that name human, because it's like I'm anybody, like I'm just like anybody else. Like who I am, like as y'all seen earlier, Joseph Dukes, that is my government name. That's what my mama and daddy chose to give me. But Human Being was that chosen name of, you know what? That's what I've been called, and that's who I am. I'm no different than the bum that you'll find on the street. Like, we all got a story, we all got life experience. You know, I'm no different than anybody else. I'm just here living a human experience. So human is who I am, and I'm just being.
Respectfully. So, tell me, what's the motivation or the inspiration behind your music? How did you get into it? What got you to switch from using this type of language and content versus where you are now?
Well, one of the biggest influences for me was Lupe Fiasco. And what intrigued me about him was his song Kick Push. It didn't have no cursing in it, and it was one of these, like, I like smooth. I like anything that you can just like listen to, ride, vibe. Like, I'm a vibey type person. Like, you know, SpongeBob on the shirt, like with the pink shirt, but you know, I'm just a vibe. That's I like the vibe. Like, I don't can I don't judge nobody for what they do. But for me to sit back and listen to a whole bunch of, you know, gangs and you know, guns and drugs, it's like I don't really involve myself in that. Like, I'm not going to perpetrate something that I'm not, you know, consciously or, you know, always in the mix of. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I can't speak on something I don't know. I know what it's like to be me. I know what it's like to go through my daily life. And also, I don't curse because of marketability. Like, I want to be able to be at a kid's party, at a wedding, which I have performed at a wedding, which was definitely dope. I want to be able to do those kind of things and not have to worry about, oh snap, am I going to say the bad thing? Like, and when I get played on the radio, how much of my stuff they're going to have to cut? Like, that was a big reason why I started music in the first place, because if you're going to put out music, I want to be able to hear it from start to finish. No bleeps, no cuts, no misses. And I don't want to, no fillers. Like, oh, I want to love the chick. Like, you know what you trying to say. I know what you trying to say, but radio play going to try to put some word in there that it ain't really what the word is. But that's kind of why I do my music now, because when you hear it, I want you to hear it from start to finish, get the message, not just, you know, say the words over. No, I want you to feel the vibe. Like, I want you to go home with that good feeling in you. Like, it's too much bad out here. Something else need to be put, you know, in the mix. So that'd be me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. If you could collaborate with anybody dead or alive, who would it be?
Andre 3 Stacks. Andre 3 Stacks. I would love, and out of respect, I want the competition. I want that smoke. I want to push him to feel like he needs to grab that pen and he need to sit down and he need to write some fire. I want Andre 3 Stacks from Outkast. That's what I want. I need that. I need that. Give it here. I'm gonna push you, my boy.
Hey, that sounds like a challenge to me. I just did a reaction video on Ice Spice, right? Because she got a new song out and it made my ears bleed. I felt disrespected. Like, hip hop, what it's supposed to resound and what it's supposed to reflect, this does not represent it at all.
This is rap. This is not hip hop.
Right. So, how do you feel about the state of that genre right now?
I feel like it ain't going. It's not sustainable. And the billboards are already showing it, where they're talking about it's been 40 years since there's been no hip hop on the top 100s. Like, that's a statement that people are getting tired of rap. People are saying that this is garbage, and we're tired of our ears bleeding. Like, it was this one dude. I wish I remembered his name, but he's a country singer, and he put out on Instagram like a rant, pretty much, on how he's tired of Christians being fake and not actually being better people. And it's like, I sit down, listen to him and his song, and it was beautiful. And it's like, yes, why don't we have that more, where everybody want to talk about putting on my city, put on the good stuff in your city, because there's always a nice local lady in the hood that can sell you something that ain't got nothing to do with drugs. She's Candy Lady. Maybe she's selling eggs. Maybe she's selling milk. You never know. There's always somebody in the community that's always trying to uplift it. Show them people some shine. You know, why you got to talk about what you willing to do, but yet and still you're trying to climb the charts to the top. Like, it's a contradiction constantly. You can't say that you want to be in the streets but trying to make it to be famous. You can't have both. Like, you got to leave streets in the streets. When you get up to that stature of business and you shaking hands with Beyonce and Jay-Z, you can't be talking about, oh yeah, you know, I got a dime bag. Like, they ain't on that. They want the business. If you ain't on business, you won't last long. And the billboard show it. So before people give rap or hip hop, because I'm here for hip hop, rapping, anybody can rap, but hip hop is from the soul. I'm here for the people that want to spit from their soul and have a message. And I want to let that be known that it ain't dead. It's just oversaturated with a lot of other people talking about rap. So
well said. Well said. Well said. I support that. I really believe that there are a lot of artists out there like yourself who believe that, and they feel that, and you can tell that they still pride themselves on it. And for whatever reason, we're so secular in this world that you're almost numb to anything outside of gyrating and gunplay, and it's sad.
It's sad.
It is.
Yeah, I want something a little bit better. Give like even something to step to, because at least back in the 2000s, the 1990s, they was talking about like ski ski, like that right there was still an anthem. Like, yeah, they like we've gotten older and we understand what those terminology of words mean, but still that was something to dance to. Nowadays it's just, oh, I'ma shoot, like no rhythm, no rhyme. It's just people talking on a beat, and everybody like, dang, that's a dope beat. But what about the lyrics? Did you hear it? Like, did we skip over that? That goes back to our Rakim and Eric B, because back in them days the DJ was the most important person. So it sounds like we going backwards because everybody want the beat, not the writer. So just saying.
That's a fact. That's a fact. How long does it take you to create your work? Do you memorize it? Do you put it on paper? Like, how does that process work?
So I usually tell people, like, if I go out to do an open mic, I tell people open mic, I freestyle. So because I've been in this game so long, I've gotten to the point where I could freestyle for a good hour and it's going to sound good. Like, I could put it to some wax and it'll sound good. But I don't go out and do a show that if I haven't been put on the bill, like if I'm just going to a place, showing up and they're like, hey, come on. I'm not doing anything that I've ever written. Like, I'm not getting paid. Freestyle for free. Like, I'm doing this for fun. But if I've written it and I put my energy in it, I usually take, because my last project, Fabricated Reality, took me about a year to write, but it wasn't like it took me like one song might have been done in a day. Another song I might have started writing, put it down because my emotions wasn't where I needed them to be to put on that song. Because certain songs required a certain energy that I wasn't ready to pull out. So I did a lot of self-reflection. So for me, it's not just putting words to the page. It's about making sure that when I speak it, it's felt, especially if I'm going to perform it. That's where I'm really like, because on a song, it's like you're just getting it over and over and over. But when you go to a show, I don't want anybody to say this show was like this show. No, you got energy from this show that you will never get anywhere else at another show. Like at even my own show, it's special. It's special for me and it's special for those that listen. So I put a lot of thought into each and every one of my songs. Some might take a day, others I might put down, but each one, if I don't feel it, I'm not putting it out. I ain't even messing with it. It's a freestyle at that point. I'll do something else. Like, I don't put out no song that I ain't really messing with. Like, none of them. I didn't like my voice for a while, so I felt some type of way, but I've grown out of that. So now I like each and every one of my songs because that's me, you know, that's me being me on wax.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I think I will always take lyricism over the beat.
Every day. I need to hear who are you, sir? Who are you spitting to me, little mister or big cuz? Who are you? Like, I don't care about what you done been around in your environment. No. Help me understand who that shaped you into becoming. Not just telling me what everybody else is doing and you felt like you had to do these things and to get there. It's like everybody ain't no goon. Like, some people have had to do things out of circumstance. Maybe they've been bullied. That's a side I would love to hear. People don't talk about the fact that, oh yeah, I got bullied into the reason why I had to do this. Like, I know that's a true statement because I've been in those environments. Sometimes people don't want to be a goon. They're just forced into that lifestyle and they don't want to seem like they a punk. So they have to do certain things. But that's not who they are naturally. That's their front. That's their face. Talk about that. Be real. Be honest. Yo, I don't want to be a killer, but I have to be. Like, make me feel it. Make me understand why you did what you did. Like, put me in your shoes, sir. Like, you know what I mean?
That takes a level of creativity that a lot of these people do not have.
Exactly my point.
One dimensional. One dimensional. And that's exactly why people are getting tired of Sexy Red. They're getting tired of Cardi B. Well, if you're not tired of her yet, you will be because there's but only so much that they can talk about.
And it gets tiring very fast.
Are you a performer or just a straight up? I just want to rap. Just let me come and get my bars off and go home.
Man, I I take it one step further and say I'm an entertainer. Because, man, I like in my own private life, yes, I'm a little bit of a oddball. My energy can be high, my energy can be low. Like, I'm a wild card at times. I don't even know what they gonna bring me. But the one thing I do know is when I touch that stage, no matter if it's a freestyle or if it's written, I'm gonna make sure I show out. I'm gonna make sure I have a great time. I'm gonna make sure my energy is felt throughout the room because I want you to feel cozy. I want you to feel like, dang, I needed this. Like, this is a refresher to my ears. Like you said, the Sexy Red. Like, I don't even know too many of the new artists because, like you, I'm a little up there. Like, I'm about to be 35 in March, so like I'm used to the old school. Like, even with Lil Wayne was on a song with Benny the Butcher. And I ain't gonna lie, the songs that they created together, premium choice. Like, I am not one to sit here and say I can't listen to gangster and be like, I vibe because I Benny the Butcher, Freddie Gibbs, Conway the Machine. I can mess with them. But when I hear them, I know it's real. That's that vibe that I be looking for. So when I hit the stage, I want the same vibe. Like, I'm not dumb, but I'm me, baby. So I need you to feel it while I'm here. Like, I'm gonna show up, show out. Now, when I get back off the stage, if I'm in my shell for the day, I'm going back to the shell. If I got high energy and I'm still on high, we on high energy together. I can bring some people in, but I never know. But that stage, every time, 100, every time.
Hey, I feel you. You you cannot be any type of entertainer, whether or not it's spoken word or it's doing anything like this without having some type of you in it. Like, you have to be a part of this. Doesn't really matter what it is. If the people don't connect with it, it's just not going to work. So trust me,
Yeah,
I understand.
I feel like what the industry started doing at one point is they found somebody that they thought was real good in their craft, like a Tupac, and they tried to keep recreating it. I feel like the industry said this is what works, so we need to find the next Tupac. So everybody trying to be the next Tupac instead of trying to be themselves. I think that's what the biggest issue is. They trying to sell records. They ain't trying to sell, you know, the part of themselves that actually needs to be seen. Because we ain't talking about selling your soul. We ain't talking about doing none of that. We just need to make sure that when we see you, not the fabrication, the hollow of the Tupac you trying to be. You know, let me make sure y'all hear me, because I need y'all to get better at this rap game. Okay, become hip hop artists, please.
Yeah, yeah. How important is it for you that your influence has some type of impact on the community? Like, what does your music mean to you as a whole? I mean, because what I'm noticing, most of these artists don't really care about the community. They put out stuff to poison us and to divide us, and they don't really have the same level of concern or consideration into their content. What does that look like to you?
I completely agree, which is you know, whenever I hear a rapper say, you know, I'm putting on for my city, it's like 9 times out of 10 another rapper done the same and probably made it way farther than you. So what is it that you bring to the table that they haven't already brung? And to see a whole bunch of artists that have not only become millionaires, but now we got artists that are becoming billionaires, it's like, okay, who are you waiting for? Because billion with a B, we all know is a hard number to spend. That's the one thing that has been pushed since we kids. It's like a million is, yeah, that's a hard feat, but anybody can attain a million. A billion with the B, like they make it sound like it's so far to crush that billion, that if there's multiple black people that have grew up here, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Rihanna type, well, Rihanna ain't from here, but you know, but they didn't came up in the States. They know the situations, and I don't hear about them building up a new projects. Like that's putting on for your city to me. You go back and you rebuild. You take the money instead of going to a Cabo or wherever, like Dubai. No, you take that money, you reinvest it in your community, which is part of the reason why, to go back to my business, because it's not about me and my music. Like I do music because I was going through things at one point in time, and somebody was like, just put it down on paper. And ever since, that's the only way that my soul feels cleansed. Like if I don't spit, if I'm not writing, my soul gets heavy, and I need to start letting out them demons, you know. So for me, it's more therapeutic than it is about trying to be famous. Whereas my business, HI administration, is meant for other artists to do whatever they please. Like I want to be able to have an artist that says, hey, I just want to be underground. I don't really want to be famous. I just want to make enough money to pay my bills. Bet, let me put you on this track program. Somebody says they want to be famous. Oh, okay, cool. Let me put you on this track. Let me put you on this program. Oh, I just want to be able to collab with a Jay-Z. Bet, let me put you on this program. I want to be able to be the guy that can put you where you want to go musically. I want to be able to have somebody say that, you know, Human helped me get to where I am in my career. And he didn't ask for much. Like the only thing I ask for is a couple dollars to keep myself going. But when people see how hard it is that I work for them, because I am an artist and I've been through it, and I don't want to be another artist out here that's just doing it for another artist because I'm trying to get rich off of you. Like I don't ever want an artist to think that I need their money, because I'm willing to work with, I have a whole plan to where I want to work with 50 artists, and then I want to bring in another manager, have them work with another 50 artists, bring in another manager. Like my business is a multi-level music marketing agency. Not only am I going to be looking for artists, once I get to a certain point, I'm going to be looking for a manager. I need a manager to bring in my next 50 people after I've already done it, and I see it's possible for my business. So that way we can have artists that are doing shows. We can have artists that are out here selling merch, going on tours, collabing with whoever it is that they please, doing whatever you please as an artist, not saying, oh, well, I'm at the bottom, how could I ever? No, because if you can Instagram Beyonce, Jay-Z, Rihanna, there's no reason why you can't do a song with them. Like all that is paperwork, but paperwork can be resolved as long as you shake the right hands and kiss the right babies. So I just want to help you get in the room. How you conduct yourself in the room is on you, but I'm here to help you get in the room. That's gonna be my job. You conduct yourself in a way you ain't needed, hey, you're gone. That's on you. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Like I put you where you said you wanted to be to give you the opportunity to be where you wanted to be. That's what I am here for. Anything else, up to you. But that will be my business. That's how I'm gonna thrive, and also bringing in other managers, helping them understand how to help people get to those levels is gonna be the next key. Because it's not just about me trying to bring people in. No, bring another manager in, bring more artists in. Now I want you to retire from my business. Once you bring in a certain amount of people, retire. For the life of my company, you will get a certain amount. I put so much thought into this. I already created a retirement plan for people. That's what I'm on. Not about me being famous. It's about me making sure I can put some money in people's pockets for actually doing what they love. Because there is no roadmap for getting from this place to seeing a million different people watch you on the stands. Like there is no persons, there is no guidebook, there is no clear-cut understanding of how do you get here, how do you get there. You can YouTube some stuff and potentially find a way, but other than YouTube and hopefully some people that ain't trying to lie to you, gyp you, scam you, you trying to figure it out from experience that other people have had. And I want people to come straight to me and just be like, hey man, I heard about such and such, can you tell me a little bit about them? Not a problem, let me look it up for you and I'll get back to you and let you know if you can even trust them. If matter of fact, I'll be the one to trust them, and I will tell them how to get in contact with you because I'm your manager. I'm your bridge to getting to where you want to go. That's my goal. That's what my business is all about. Not me getting famous, but making sure that everybody who wants to be famous, because I don't care about fame. Money, yes. Fame, no. I don't care to be on everybody's camera. This, I'm cool with me being me. I don't need to be seen. But anybody who want to be seen, I want to make sure that they sing, because their music never dies in the heart of artists. Like I go out to an open mic all the time and I see somebody who's 50, 60, 70 years old, still getting it, still grinding, still hitting the open mic. Don't know what they do in life, but they are still that age hitting the open mic. It never dies. So why sit so small because nobody's helping you to get big? Like, you could have probably been something had you touched the right hands, kissed the right babies. I want to make sure you touch the right hands, kiss the right babies, so you get there. That is biggest goal. And I'm here for anybody who here for me, because we all trying to eat. That's period.
That's real talk, and I feel you on that on every level, bro. At some point, we got to get back to trying to build other people up. Like you can support other people while you're building yourself is not that difficult. It takes a level of selflessness to be able to accomplish that goal. And I see the work ethic. I see your persistence. I do see
Thank you.
being out there in the ways that you envision it. And I wish you the best. I hope and pray that when we spend back a calendar year later, that is an entirely different conversation on both of our parts.
Yeah, bro. and I'm definitely gonna make sure that I can, because if it's one thing that I'm realizing, the more and more I keep going and the more and more I keep pushing, that gap, because the middle class is darn near non-existent. It's either you rich or you're broke. And that's part of the reason why nobody who's at the bottom trying to scrape and trying to make music really has a chance, is because that top is so freaking high. That ceiling is so far up there. But when you look at people like Adam Sandler, for example, it's not about you trying to be the best you. It's about the team. Because one thing I love about Adam Sandler, the same guys you've seen since back in 1990 are the same guys you see in 2020. He don't forget about his people. It's not about you trying to be, I need to be Adam Sandler. Did you forget Adam Sandler? Almost every movie has the same cast. He does not forget about his friends. And that's the same thing when it comes to people that are in the music industry, like Dame Dash and Rockefeller. Like a lot of the things they did was with people that didn't even have nothing. Like they made a clothing line. Like Rockefeller, thank you. Rockefeller had made a clothing line that had nothing to do with music, but they understood that, hey, we can influence people to be able to do stuff. So as long as I'm going, I'm dang sure gonna be here for you, my boy. Because there's always an artist that's gonna need to have an interview. There's always something that needs to be talked about in a serious matter that deserves an artist understanding. Because we as artists can get so tied up in our own little worlds of thinking that, oh, music happens to me a lot. But then you step outside yourself and be like, wait a minute, what's going on with Trump? You say Cardi B did what? Sometimes you need somebody to just bring you back and be like, wait a minute. Oh, so it is more than me out here in this world. I forgot. Need that.
That's real. Well, hey, look, man. I want to give you the chance to shout out anybody, plug anything, final words to the people before we close out. I do want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing a part of your life with us over here on this side of the internet. This is history. This is definitely going to be something to look back on years later. And I'm gonna give you the floor to get your bars off before we close out.
Well, I will talk about this. I was gonna have me a sip, but this here Live Water out in Greensboro right now, they about to be moving to a whole bunch of select. Hold on, let me try to see if I can get the focus. But Live Water, like I just ended up talking with them on Monday, and kind of like you were saying, like it's not about just me, because an artist always grabs a bottle of water. How many times do you hear an artist promote Ciroc or Hennessy? Because that's the reason why those drinks are so popular, is because they have been promoted so heavily. Douce promoted so heavily. So instead of promoting stuff that you put in your body once in a while, I'm out here looking for people that's going, trying to give you life water, because this is a Black-owned company. So that's another thing that intrigued me. I'm trying to support Black-owned companies. Let me try to be as technical as I can. I don't need somebody going back and read. I'm trying to support Black-owned companies. So when I see Black-owned people doing something to purify our spirits, our souls, nourishment, I'm with it, because this right here ain't gonna kill you. You can drink as much as you want of this. Well, water can't kill you, but still, this gonna help you get well before it kills you. And it's in a glass. I like that it's in a glass because it's frozen on the inside, but the glass ain't so cold for me to hold, So I do like that. Like, definitely keeping that bottle. But I want to give a shout out to my boy Fit Pharaoh and King Energy. Also my sister Investigator M, because she actually bought me the water. Symphony Music. My boy B Rad G. My mom's. I mean, we already talked about her in the video, but make sure I gotta say her name again. Love you, ma. Grandma. Because she here, so I help her out as much as I can. My daughter. Because she give me a reason to keep pushing. Even right now, about to go and grab her. But my nephew too. Love him. Let's see. My boy Joshy be looking out all the time. I'm telling you, I'm throwing in as many names as I can. What else I got? My boy Twin Boy. Gotta look. Yeah, he be looking out all the time. Love my brother. If I forgot you and you looking at this and you feel some type of way, I do apologize. But off the cuff, that's a good handful of people that I can honestly think of that deserve a sincere thank you, because You know, these last 2 months, woo, let me tell you, these last 2 months when I lost my car, the nice car that I have my hoopty, so I'm still mobile. And I also lost the female I was talking to, which no hard feelings, you know. She had to understand that she had to do what was best for her. And that wasn't with me. It's cool. But that did put a little in your boy. So, but all those trials and tribulations ain't do nothing but make me push and become a lot stronger. So I appreciate my brothers and everybody that I mentioned for helping me understand that I'm it's almost impossible to fail. The only way I could fail is if I stop. So we're gonna keep it going.
Peace and blessings to the Most High, to all that you put your hands on, your creativity. Shout out to everybody who watches this back. Brother, keep on doing what you're doing, and we definitely gonna chop it up again. You heard?
Yes, sir. And I appreciate that. I've been looking forward to this all week. I ain't lying.
It's all love. It's all love. Hey, look, man, we out. Y'all be easy. Till next time.
I know the art of fight, I know the art of war. That's all I ever studied. That's why I'm so feared. That's why they feared me when I was in the ring. Because that's all I was an annihilator. That's all I was born for. And now those days are gone. It's empty. I'm nothing. I'm working on feeling the art of humbleness. Can you be with me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more.